Fireflies minor league baseball teams return for a third year for their annual Copa de la Diversión initiative. And this weekend, the Fireflies will change their name to the Chicharrones de Colombia to support the Latinx community.
That's right. And Southern Recipe Small Bash is the official event sponsor, which celebrates two of America's favorite pastimes, of course, snacking and baseball. We're excited to have John Kosis, broadcaster and media relations manager of the Fireflies, stop by this morning for us.
Yes, good morning to you, John. Thank you so much for coming on early with us this morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me and talking about one of my favorite things that we do at the ballpark every year.
Absolutely. A favorite. You said about 6 years you guys have had this initiative going on. So just talk about why it's so important to the community and to the Fireflies.
Yeah, I think let's start with on the field. You're talking about 30 to 40% of your players have Latin origins, right? They're coming from the Dominican Republic, Colombia, South America, Venezuela, and then Puerto Rico. And of course, a lot of fans that are up here in America came from Latin origin. We have a large El Salvadorian population, Honduran population, and of course, a lot of people coming up from Mexico and some other areas to live the American dream. So to be able to celebrate some of that culture and how baseball is actually a little bit different in South America is a lot of fun, where you're able to kind of use that pomp and circumstance and you're able to have, you know, live music. We're going to have mariachi bands this weekend. We're going to have dugout dancers, and we're really going to go into the flair that Latin American baseball brings.
And then talk about the support that this event really celebrates the Latin community. Talk about that support there.
Yeah, we actually partner up with a couple of local nonprofits, including Pasos, and Pasos comes out, helps rehabilitate people and help people, you know, find their way in America, teaches, you know, English language, as well as helps people find education and jobs where that might not be something that's so intuitive. So we start with the nonprofits, and then a ton of people come out to, you know, help support those nonprofits and of course watch baseball and enjoy good food.
Absolutely. And so John, kind of break down what's going to be taking place during the games this weekend. Yeah,
so we're going to be Los Chicharrones de Colombia. We'll be wearing black, red, green, some very vibrant colors. And we're going to have a lot of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds available for sale. In fact, we're going to have a loaded pork rind nacho cart where you're going to have carnitas on top of it, beef on top of it, cheese, melted nacho stuff. So like literally anything you could think of. There's one called the whole hog. It's delicious. And we'll be giving away actually bags of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds as well all weekend. And I mean, I'll tell you, they've got bold, exciting flavors. They're low in carbohydrates, high protein, over 8 grams per serving. I mean, some really good stuff that we'll be giving away.
All right, talk about your partnership with Southern Recipe Small Batch. Talk about them, and then talk about the partnership that you have.
Yeah, so it kind of started off just as we're Los Chicharrones de Colombia, which is actually just pork belly, right? It's a really big dish in Latin America. We talked to over 13 different communities that are represented here in the Midlands, and all of them said chicharrones was part of the food that you bring together for the family parties and the large gatherings. So that's why we chose that name. And of course, it's basically pork rinds is what we use in America for chicharrones. So we kind of talked with them a little bit and said, oh, you guys are a big provider of pork rinds. We should partner up on this event. And that's how we created the partnership starting in, I think it was 2021. It was right around the time of the pandemic that we started the partnership, and each year it's grown a little bit, so that way this year we're giving away a soccer jersey on Friday, Saturday we're having fireworks after the game, and Sunday kids can run the bases after the game, and before the game we're going to have some player autographs.
Some really fun stuff happening this weekend. You don't want to miss this celebration of our Latinx community. The Chicharrones de Colombia is going to be happening this weekend. You see the dates there and game times, and we'll have a link also on our website. Just head to wistv.com. John, thanks so much for stopping by. Super excited. This sounds like a fun weekend for everyone.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to see everyone out at the ballpark.
All right, stay with us. We got more Sunrise after this.